Good morning or good evening. It's 12 o'clock, March the 2nd, 2020, and welcome to episode 2 of Killer Cam, CamBam, Cameron Watson, Uncut. Go by a lot of name. So, tonight episode, after weeks of studying for midterms, Atlanta Hawks game. Shout out to the Hawks for winning last night. I definitely did appreciate the game, and I love State Farm Arena because I be working too much at the stadium across the street. I just haven't been to it in like almost 3 years, so good. And shout out to the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Festival. Third time going, I had an awesome time. Surprised that I didn't puke because I was just straight drinking all the beer, the bourbon, the barbecue. Man, it was a fun ass time. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about D Wade's son. How he's 12 years old and he wants to become a girl, woman, or female. When I first heard about this, I was like, interesting. Really interesting. Because I've been following this kid since he was born, He's D Wade's son, of course, If you're a son of a famous athlete, everybody would know about you. The youngest out of his two sons. I'm not gonna pick what side I want to be for or against. Even though it's uncut, I don't want to have no biased opinion about anything. I'm just gonna cut it straight down the middle. So I'm gonna give you 50% of what I like about this, and 50% what I don't. So I'm gonna start with the 50 things of saying this is a good thing. Now, a lot of people thinking like him. What the hell you thinking? This is so bad. He is ruining his young boyhood. He's ruining the African American community. He only 12 years old. He can't be making his own decisions yet. He not even driving a car. Like, why is he making this decision at the age of 12? Well, a lot of people keep finding themselves. And some people develop faster than others. Some maybe 12, 15, 21, 35, 40. Everybody's still finding themselves. And it can happen at multiple ages. So I feel like if you want to be considered a girl, I think he have every right to. It's his body, his life, his mind. He should have a chance to do whatever he wants. And it's sad because, we have a lot of people like Little Boosie. Now, a lot of people just criticize Little Boosie, but Little Boosie had every right for what he had to say. He just said in ways that, could have been worded a whole lot better. And I mean, we have to come to realize that whatever our kids want to do, that their choice. We can't force them to do what they want to do. We can't force them to do anything. If your child want to have a sex change because he or she don't feel like they match to that gender, they should have every right to. It's sad that we still live in a time where people are uncomfortable about that situation. And I feel like, it's going to happen. And we just have to let it be, just move on. So that's 50% of why I'm saying this is a good decision. Bad decision, 50%. Whew. It's kind of hard for me after saying all these good points. I had to do the bad, but I'm doing it 50-50. Because I have 50 people who agree with me, and I have the other 50 people who not agree with me. So, when I heard this news, I'm thinking, he's only 12 years old, and he making this huge decision. I'm thinking, has he been pressured? Have he done anything wrong? Did something traumatic happen to him? It just, a 12-year-old making that decision, it's okay, but they still only 12 years old. They still have a lot of things to worry about in the future. What in the future that he changes his mind? He can't just go back like that. Like once you make a decision of having a sex change, it's final. And it takes a whole lot to go from back to back, if you know what I mean. It's really hard, and I'm afraid that if he changes his decision in the future, it's not gonna go well with him. Now, there's a large part of the African American community, from what I learned, that gayness and trans is, is like an embarrassment to the community. Now, some say it isn't, some say it isn't, but you have to realize people can do what they want to do, and that's their choice. But it's hard for, once you make that decision of changing your sex change, being a black man in America, the worst black man in America is either black and gay or black and trans. Because not only people hate you because you're black, the other part of people hate you that you're gay. The other part hate you because you're trans. And I feel like D-Ray's son making a huge decision, and I'm afraid that he might go back. And there's no going back from going to sex change. Once you make that change, you stuck with it. Now, I have learned, some people do go back and forth, but that's hard. I mean, D-Ray's son decided this at 12. I'm just unsure of it. 50% of me just saying, just let him be me. But the other 50% are like, you still a child. Making a decision like that at 12, it's hard. It really is. And then if I, thinking about this, trying to make this video, trying to think of the right things to say, if I had a son or a daughter who want to have a sex change, half of me gonna say I'm happy for my child. Well, I'm happy that my child made the decision, because that's their own choice, and as a supportive parent, I have to support that. So that's Lando. He's on the couch, kind of cranky. Anyway, the other 50% of me is saying like, my son comes out gay. I'm like, I feel as a parent that my son cannot produce my offspring. I'm gonna be mad at him. Like, son, I want you to pick up more females than your old man. I feel like I failed of raising my child. I failed of being a father, for trying to make a son my better man than I was. the better, stronger, most sophisticated man. And I feel like I would fail. And that's how I would feel about this situation. So overall, I feel like D-Ray's son making a life choice at an early age. It can go one or two ways. Either he can succeed and market on this to help him in the future, or he gonna fail and be miserable and have a hard life being black and trans in America. And being 12 and starting that at an early age, it's gonna be hard. But everybody make decisions and everybody gotta live with those decisions. And if that what he or she wants, let them make their choice. And whatever choice they make, they have to see it through. Whether it's good or bad, you made that choice. You have to live with that choice. You gotta act on that choice because there's no going back from this. You made the choice. That's on you. Now how it is. So, time to answer some questions. Have my laptop here. Have my old phone. Because, as you can tell, I just got a new phone. Shout out to, Samsung A10. I love the phone so far. Even though you have some bad reviews, I like the phone so far. So, time to answer some questions that I would ask. Going to the gallery. Let's see. Go to notes. Okay. First question for me is what are my goals in 2020? Goals is simple. Raise my GPA up, become faster, stronger, wiser, make money every single day, whether selling shoes, doing security at the Benz, traffic director at Truist Park, personal training, making money off of YouTube. Those are 5 different incomes. 5. And I want to get paid every single day. Monday through Sunday, 24/7. I want each day as a payday. Whether it's from working, whether from personal training, I just want to get paid every single day. Because if you get paid every single day, you can never have to struggle for anything or you never have to ask. So those are one of my goals. Okay. Next question is, what is something you will always regret? One thing I will always regret is not talking to my mom a lot while I was in school at Georgia, because I live with my mom most of my time. For those who looking at this video for the first time, my mom had been dead for the past almost 5 years. She passed away in 2015 during my second year at Shorter, fall semester, October 31st, 2015, at the University of Alabama Birmingham Hospital. That day is something I would never forget, and I always would be with me. But as I'm going through old text messages, old numbers. You know how parents hit you up all the time while you're in school, especially in college, and you be so busy, homework, by the time I'm playing football, and just, doing some, typical college things. So y'all hit me up all the time. Sometimes I'll answer, sometimes I don't. And just wish that I can, you know, talk to her more. Because my mom, she used to hit me up every single day. Saw her every single day. And while in college, I wasn't used to that. And I was kind of like living on my own for the first time. And, to this day, maybe once every 2 weeks or one time a week, I always try to look at old conversations and like picture it. Like I'm a very visual person, and I have flashbacks of a lot of things. Like I could think of flashbacks that happened 5 or 10 years ago, and I can picture myself there like it was yesterday. Like I'm so visual that one of the hidden traits that I can remember stuff. I can remember conversation wise of all the stuff that I ever did with people. And when I tell people, sometimes they forget, but I like to remember things. So, listen to conversation how me and her were. I really do miss that, but I know that see one of my guardian angels. She always watch me, always protect me, and always make sure that I always listen to my first mindset. Then once I finally get this degree, which I personally don't know when, maybe next fall, or this fall, next spring. I would love to do it in summertime, but had to take all these classes like KSU, then I would get my teaching degree. So we would have to wait on that. But yeah, that is one of my biggest regrets, not talking to my mom that much. But if I want to talk to my mom, she's listening right now. She'd be like, Cam, you better pass those 2 midterms. Better have that room clean. Better make sure you pay rent on time. Better make sure, you're not worried about these women because half of them are hoes anyway. My mom would say that, because I used to tell her, but hey, mom, there's the new girl like at school, like, Cam, is she a hoe? I'm like, mom, she's not a hoe. There's only 2 girls that I can say my mom liked. One of them was named Destiny McCowan. She's an old childhood friend. She go to West Georgia. I don't know if she graduated yet. But my mom, she loved her. And this other girl named Fatima. Fatima is this one of my longtime friends, cousin, because my best friend Sekou from the 2nd grade. If you don't know who Sekou is, he's a rapper on the north side, go by Baku. And if you ever want to check out some of his songs, he spits some. Listen to him, because we all, everybody from the north support each other. And she been in like Fatima's, he thought, oh, Fatima's nice, kind of tall, African queen, brains, and like, ooh, Cam, she's pretty. And when I told her that, I kind of messed things up with her, she like, you dumbass little boy. I wanted her to be your wife and everything, be your girlfriend. So yeah, I kind of fucked that up. So those are the only two girls that my mom liked. So if you a girl who know my mom, that I didn't mention your name, had to be a bad news for you. She did not like you, cause either She's seen stuff that you did, or heard things about you, or seen it from her own eyes. Yeah, she didn't like you that much. And she told me about it. I'm like, damn, mom. But I kind of understand what you coming from, because mom will always be first. Anyway, back to this question. Next question. Um, this is an interesting one. Nah, I ain't gonna answer that. But why do you play Madden so much? Why do I play Madden so much? I've been playing Madden since 2005. So, back in 2004 when it came out. Then I played it religiously from 2005 all the way to 2008. Then I bought the game between the years of 19 to 14 sometime. I didn't have a game system. And if I wanted to play some Madden, I just go over to somebody's house and play it. So I didn't buy my first Madden game until about Madden 16. And since then, I've been playing it religiously since. And Madden is just one of those games, like I love football and I love playing with teams in the NFL. So I'm the type of person that I can play with anybody, then I will win with anybody. And since 2017, I've been playing in Connect franchise leagues. I've been in like, I don't know, 30, not 30. Been in a lot of leagues for the past 3 years. A lot of them. Maybe it's 20, maybe it's 25. Been in a lot of leagues. I'm currently in 6. Might be 5. But I normally play Madden games once I get home from school, work, or after homework, or before homework, depending on the type of mood I'm in. And playing in Madden Connect franchise, you meet a lot of people. Do you meet a lot of people like, damn, they trash. Oh, dang, this dude good. Dang, this dude keeps talking trash about you, but he live all the way in Canada or Texas or Nevada, etc. Some of these dudes are younger than me. Some of these dudes is, bankers, coaches, working, bosses at oil factories, banks, you name it. Cause those are the people I know to be playing in the damn chats. Sometimes, I'll be like, I have friends that I'm really, really, really cool with, and some of them I'm just like, dang, I can't stand his ass. But it's a fun hobby of mine. I cannot complain. Cannot complain about it at all. But I love playing Madden. It's a good stress reliever. Really good stress reliever. Gym, that's number 1, but Madden is number 2. So like gym, Madden, those are some very good stress relievers for me. So okay, last question, then I will end this video because over about 24 minutes. And if you watch this video full through 24 minutes, thank you. If you skip through this video, I don't mind, but thank you. So last question, then we call it a night or morning. Cause it is 12:24. At class at 10, so I'm trying to, get my 6 to 8 hours in. So last question. If you can go back in the past and meet a famous person, who would it be? If I can go back in the past and meet a famous person, who would it be? So many people. I'm a history major, so I like meeting all these people. But if I had to go back in the past to meet somebody, that's tough. It would definitely be Malcolm X. Now, they thinking Malcolm X? You could have picked Michael Jackson, Martin Luther King, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Peter the Great, Queen Elizabeth I, Queen Charlotte, Big Bad Bigelow, Rocky Johnson, Christopher Columbus, Pocahontas, Malcolm X. I mean, Malcolm X is one of those black pioneers that don't get all the credit that he should. In schools, we learn about how Martin Luther King was the good thing for black people, how Malcolm X was the bad thing for black people. But a lot of people don't realize Malcolm X had this thing about him that really brought people together. Yes, he said some crazy stuff, unless he means some stuff, but he meant to strike a note to make sure that all people of African descent can be one. All African American people need to be together. All African American people need to stand up for what is right. And I just wanna, a lot of people think I look like Malcolm X. A little bit because, I got the freckles, reddish brown hair, glasses. When I had an afro, they were like, dang, you look like Malcolm X. When I was younger, I used to hate that because I don't want to be compared to Malcolm X. Now I'm like, I like the comparison. I like the comparison about Malcolm X. And hopefully more and more people can learn about Malcolm X and see what good he did for the time he was on this planet. And I hope that, we can recognize Malcolm X more, the same as we do Martin Luther King. Because without Malcolm X, I don't know how this world would be without him in our lives, without him learning about him in history, books, Spike Lee movie, Dick Gregory, Alexander Haley. Malcolm X was that person. And we can never forget all the stuff he did for us and for everybody else. So I'm grateful. And if I really do have a chance to meet Malcolm X, hope to study like him, be like him. But not only just be like him, just be around his presence. And I feel like if I had the opportunity, I feel like my life will be complete because I spent time with Malcolm X. So, whoever built this time machine, I need you to make one now so I can go back in time and just be around Malcolm X because he's a good dude and, he need to get the credit like he deserves. But anyway, thank you for watching CamBam, Cameron Watson, Killer Cam, Uncut, number 2. Now, last week I voted a poll between D-Ray's son and the presidential election. D-Ray's son won, so episode 3 will be a good one because I know about a lot of politics. A lot of people don't know about that. Episode number 3 will be on the 2020 president election. Trump, Warren, Sanders, Biden, Bloomberg. Oh, we gonna talk about all right, cause you'll be surprised what I will say about the president election. So, thank you, and have a nice morning.